Today, I want to share something that is very special, and that is the difference between focus and mindfulness. I want to use three pictures to share the differences. Okay, now let's look at this picture right here. There are some dots here. The dots are represented with different colors, a little blurry. And this picture right here is representing distractions. There are so many things going on. Imagine different dots represent different things that are happening in your mind. Maybe you are using your phone, but at the same time, you're concerned about your work. And then you know that you have to pick up your children at a later time, but there's so much work things that is not completed. So your mind is causing so many things happening. And you don't know where to focus. It just seems like you're not at ease. And sometimes you don't even know. You're distracted, but since you're in the storm, you're in it. You're distracted, but you don't know. You're not conscious of it. So that's why there are all these dots right here. Now let's go to the second picture. As you can see with the magnifying glass, although there are some distraction, you can use your attention. You can bring your attention to focus on one thing. Maybe you know you need to pick up your kids later. You know there's a lot of work, but you can exert energy to focus. Okay, I need to get this done. Okay, maybe there's some stress to it, but you are able to focus on your task because you know you need to turn that in by the end of the day before you go pick up your children at school. So you're able to exert energy. It might be a little stress, it might drain you, but you're able to focus on it. And it is very important to be able to focus because inevitably there are so many distractions, right? Maybe you don't have children, maybe your work doesn't stress you out, but there are other things. There are other things going on. Maybe it's your health, maybe you're concerned about what's going on in our society, and then constantly you feed into this swirl of things going on in your mind. And then you want to take care of this and you want to take care of that. And that's very normal. And that's why having the ability to focus is so important. Now, let's turn into the third picture. You see here, all the dots are represented by the same color. The difference between mindfulness and focus is that you are at ease. You notice everything, but you're not carried away by it. There's no force into it. You're just like there. You're aware of them, and you actually embrace the experience. You notice everything that's going on. You're going with the flow. And that's the difference of mindfulness. And I can give you another example. You know, with our eyesight, when we focus on something, let's say right now I'm in my car, I'm focusing on the logo of the Nissan car in front of me. Okay, that's my focus. But my peripheral vision is sort of like I'm aware of everything else. So this kid wearing his taekwondo gear, his uniform, and then walking past, and then this gentleman here in wearing this neon green color walking just past me. So I noticed that, but I focus on that Nissan logo. Okay, so that's the mindfulness, kind of like the peripheral vision. But mindfulness in our mind is like, if I close my eyes here, I'm not really trying to focus on anything, and anything that comes to me, I notice. Let's say right now, I want to bring my attention to how I breathe, but my mind can be different thoughts come to me. For example, I'm thinking about, okay, I'm about to pick up my son. I notice the thoughts that come in, but I'm not really carried away by it. I'm explaining to you what's happening in the mind. Mindfulness is you are aware of them that's happening, but you're not really caught up with them. And that's a very special thing. And I believe that if we're able to stay mindful, then we can become more present. When we are more present, then we can consciously choose what we want to do in a very meaningful way. So I hope you like that, and I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you.